Good morning. We're here to talk to you today about how to fix a bladder infection. It is such a pain. It hurts, it's burning, it wakes you up every time you try and go to the bathroom. It can be so uncomfortable. I've been there. I totally sympathize with all of you out there, and we hope that we're going to give you some really good tips on how to fix that.
The first thing I always ask is, are you taking a probiotic? Because probiotics can help, obviously, colonize the good bacteria in your body, which, most UTIs are caused by E. coli, actually. So, if you have a substantial amount of good bacteria in your gut, and then of course in the urinary tract, then if you do get those bad bacteria, then your body has a better chance of fighting it off. So I always make sure that the women I'm talking to are on a probiotic. This one I love from Garden of Life, the new doctor formulated line of probiotics. I love them because all the research that's coming out, probiotics is probably the most heavily researched kind of category in our industry right now, and that's because of they're finding that specific strains are good for specific problems. So, someone coming in with IBS versus someone coming in with a bladder infection requires very different strains to help their problem. So this particular probiotic, this is just 16 strains full of many bacteria, mostly lactobacillus bacteria, that are going to be most beneficial for women's health. So if you're someone that has issues with UTIs or even like yeast infections chronically, something like this it's a must. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I absolutely love the doctor's formula probiotic, and I have this one in my fridge at home, and I do take it even just on a regular basis. After that infection that I had, I thought, I'm never going to go through this again. And this is for people who've suffered with a bladder infection where it's just not going away, or it's a continual bladder infection, are immune supporting herbs. I picked 3 of my favorites because these were the 3 that I used: olive leaf and cat's claw and golden seal. And I did use those alongside of a mineral called zinc, which I did a really good dose of those in a period of 3 to 4 days, and it really made a huge difference to my own immune cells to fight the infection.
So true, got to support your immune system. Again, it kind of ties in with that probiotic. If you're giving your body those things that it needs to fight off these bacteria, you're going to be in better shape. And yeah, when women come in and they've got a diagnosed UTI, they're just looking for something that is, an alternative to, say, an antibiotic. I always reach for this AOR UTI cleanse with cranberry. It's a very concentrated D-Mannose product. D-Mannose is a sugar that helps to basically stick to that bacteria that's sitting in the urinary tract and pull it out of the body. Also some cranberry extract in there, which is very beneficial for UTIs. This product can also be used preventatively. It's one of those kind of dosing things, so you can do very high doses, like 1 to 2 tablets up to 5 times per day when you have an infection, and then you can drop that down to just 1 to 2 tablets once or twice a day. If you're looking to prevent, it's a great way to prevent UTIs if you're someone that's kind of chronically getting them. I've met a few women actually recently who it's like they get a urinary tract infection, they take something like this, it goes away, and then within like 2 to 3 weeks, bam, they've got another UTI. And that's when the probiotics, by the way, are really going to start to help, because they're going to help to support your system so that you don't have to keep fighting these bacteria.
It does sometimes need to be addressed that your diet might be affecting these bladder infections. Nobody likes to hear this, but sugar can be a major aggravant, and not getting enough plants and good bacteria, like Sarah said about this probiotic. Also, one of the things that I always like to highlight with anyone who might have continual bladder infections is to make sure that your kidneys are functioning well, that they're filtering the blood really well. And maybe it might be worth your while going to your doctor and having them have a look at that as well. Just remember that if you don't do those things, you may end up having reoccurring bladder infections. So check your diet, check your kidneys, and we hope that the tips that we've given you today are going to help you with your bladder infection very quickly.